Good afternoon. I may say good evening because it's Wednesday. It is around 8:06 p.m. So it is good evening. I would like to take my time today to thank all my viewers. It may not be all of them, but some of them. I wanna thank Jim GEM Animations. I would like to thank Julian Jean, Wendell Pierre, Schneid Pierre, Orest. I'd like to thank Benis, Pastor Sherry Live. It may not be his name, but his channel. Village du Rire. On me dit plutôt Village du Rire. Moi, je voulais remercier and I want to thank MEP, Marielle Eugene, Ose, Rosemont, and friends. Jesus Christ the Lord. Positive Lily. Bien gérer finance. Leven Boutique. Ruthie Flamont. Maxo Bellegarde. Orlando Claremont. Mike Commerce Official. Haitian Channel. Katie. Photographer. Power of Vision. David Guerrier ou bien David Guerrier. Jeanette N. PSAI. Maud Merbel. Madame Rachel. Yes, sometimes it's good to take your time to thank people who spend time on watching you. It is not an easy task, but they take their time to thank me for my accomplishment. I really appreciate that. I have more than that, but today I called out for those people, and next time I will call out for the others. In the meantime, let me take my time again to thank Sister Shiba Philogene, who introduced me to Mr. DeLong. I got to pause because I really do not know what to say. Mr. DeLong, I want to say thank you and thank you very much for everything that you have done. I like business. My husband and myself, we always have business selling cars, fixing cars, but I've never thought one day I would be doing that such a job being a YouTuber. You made it happen. I do not know how far that I'm going to go with it, but for now, I am a YouTuber. Can I say it is a good thing? Who knows? I do not know. But I really appreciate your efforts. I really appreciate your motivation. And I thank you very much. I don't thank only Mr. Delorme, Emmanuel Delorme. I thank all his staff, all his staff, because he couldn't make it by himself. He couldn't. That is too much on him. He couldn't make it by himself. And I thank as well all his staff. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, my audience, my viewers, good evening again. Today, it is going to be a big topic for people who first visit or just join Lalabelle. Welcome. You will like Lalabelle. My channel is a channel wherein I discuss or I bring up everything that may cause stress to yourself. And if you have stress in all illnesses that come along with stress, that cause depression, anxiety, and other mental disorder, this is my focus. Before I start talking to my topic or introduce my topic, I want to say thank to God. Today I can talk or I am able to talk. Last year at that time I was under chemotherapy, but right now I am free of chemotherapy. I thank God. This is a testimony everywhere I go that I am not going to be afraid of telling people or telling others what God is able to do. Thank God. Thank my friends, my sisters and brothers at church, my pastor who's been very supportive to me, my parents, even though they were in a long distance, my sisters, and especially my husband. Thank you. Thank you very much. I want to say hello to Miss Nelly. Jacotin, bonsoir, bonjour, good evening, and good evening again to Sister Shiba. Today we are going to discuss 5 patterns of compulsive buying. 5 patterns of compulsive buying. You may wonder, what is she talking about? Right? What is she talking about? Well, let's say compulsive behavior refers to the continued repetition of a behavior despite adverse consequences. Compulsive buying is characterized by excessive preoccupation or poor impulse control with shopping. And adverse consequences like marital conflict and financial problems. Do you know how many couples who got divorced just because of compulsive behavior? Do you know some couples who are actually having big fight just because of that behavior? I have to seek for it and talk about it because I know the existence of that problem, not just in the United States. It's what we call worldwide. About 6% of the US population can be said to have compulsive buying behavior, with 80% of compulsive buyers being women. It is not just women. I know men are also suffer of that problem. But 80% is women. 80% is women. However, many women have been socialized from a very young age to enjoy shopping with their mothers and friends. However, compulsive buying is likely an increase for men with the evolution of digital commerce, which is not true. My husband shopping online a lot. It may not be clothes, but it can be his own stuff. You know how men are. Electronical stuff. It is much faster and easier now to find what you are looking for. Compulsive buying is similar to behavioral addictions such as gambling. You won't believe it. A lot of people say, "Oh, I don't play lotto, I don't play lottery, I don't play bullet, like we call in Haiti, bullet." But compulsive buying is similar to that behavioral addiction. You may not play lottery, but if you do not control your shopping, is the same as gambling. Did you believe that? Did you know that? According to Lawrence back in 2014, compulsive spending frequently occurs with other mental illness like depression, anxiety, and eating disorder, unlike other addiction, which take hold in the teens. Spending addiction mostly develop in the 30s when people achieve financial independence. Let's say teenagers, they are financial independence. What they do? Just shopping, 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 shopping with no reason. And they don't even notice if they have stress. That's the reason why that they are shopping. Let's ask that question. When you shop, is that how you manage your stress? Is that bringing you good result of your stress? I don't think so. I don't think so. I really don't think so. Well, according to Sharon Hashmer, Science in Psychology, they have 5 patterns of compulsive buying. It include impulsive purchase, buyer's high, shopping to dampen, unpleasant emotions, guilt and remorse, and the pain of paying. Before we get to those 5 patterns, let me ask you, what is impulsive? And what is compulsive? Compulsive is having an obsessive urge to do something or relating to an irresistible urge, especially one that is against one's conscious wishes. An example of a compulsive urge is a constant need to check and recheck a light switch without no needs to do that. Or it can be like I just mentioned before, gambling, and it can be eating. You're not hungry, you just go for food. You feel full and you're still going for food. Gambling, it doesn't matter. If you have money, you prefer to borrow money from others just for gambling. And what is the difference between compulsive and impulsive? Being impulsive is acting on instinct, whereas being compulsive is acting upon an irresistible urge. I don't think any time that you have to gamble or shopping is a urge. A lot of time we are going to a wedding ceremony. We do have clothes that we can wear, but just to show off, or this is how you feel, you always have to go somewhere to buy a new clothes and spend money regardless you don't have it. Regardless, you're going to spend that money on your credit card, but you have to buy it. To go to a funeral ceremony, you always have to wear a new clothes. Why? You have clothes enough already into your closet. In the meantime, impulsive behavior, which will be discussed on today, is acting without thoughts. The idea comes to you to go ahead and shop regardless you don't have money. You have to shop. You have to shop. But how can I stop being compulsive? How? I will answer to that at the end of the video. Yes, a lot of family are get into a lot of problems just because their wives or their husbands shop with no necessity of doing so. Speaking of shopping too much with no needs, when do people shop the most with no needs? I do put those three pictures for a reason. Most of the time, they shop on Black Friday. Some of them really do not save money, even if they say that those things are on sale. And most of the time, it is on Christmas season. And then another time is when they have 50% off sale. Yes, they can save money on sale. If it is 50% off sale, yes, they may save money. In the meantime, do you have a need to go shopping? Let's see the 5 patterns. The first patterns, as I read before, impulse purchase. Compulsive buyers often purchase things on impulse that they can do without, like I just mentioned. And they often try to conceal their shopping habits. Spending without adequate reflection can result in having many unopened items, boxes or shoes or clothes in their closet. As they continue the cycle of buying, compulsive buyers may develop into hoarders later in life after their products have accumulated with time. That is the reflection of Mueller back in 2007. So now let's go to the second pattern. Buyer's high. Compulsive shoppers experience a rush of excitement when they buy. The euphoric experience is not from owning something, but from the act of buying it. This rush of excitement is an often experienced when they see a desirable item and consider buying it. And this excitement can become addictive. Don't you know that I was not into I was not into that condition? You're not by yourself. You're not alone. I used to do that as well. But I stopped. I stopped. Especially when I am deployed. When I'm home, I don't do that because I'm too busy to do that. But when I am deployed, I shop because after work, you go back to the hotel, you're feeling bored. What you do? Go and shop. I don't like going to restaurant because I don't like eating too much. Especially I am always looking to lose weight. So I go and shop. But I will no longer do that anymore because I learned. After being sick, I learned. During that pandemic, I see I can survive without shopping. So I stopped being into that financial academic 103. I learned. Yes, I stopped. Thank you. Thank you again to Miss Shiva Philogen, who referred me to financial academy class. Let's move to the third pattern. Shopping to deepen unpleasant emotions. Compulsive shopping is an attempt to fill an emotional void, like loneliness. This is what I just said. Because of being lonely in a hotel, what you do, just go and shop. And I am not the only one. My coworkers do that as well, even men, you won't believe it. Lack of control or lack of self-esteem, often a negative mood, such as an argument or frustration, triggers an urge to shop. However, the decrease is negative emotion is temporary and it is replaced by an increase in anxiety or guilt, according to Donnelly back in 2016. So we have the right now to think about what's the result of being shopping. It doesn't help you with your stress. Yet, shopping puts you in more and more deep stress. Let's move to the pattern number 4, guilt and remorse. Purchases are followed by feeling of remorse. They feel guilty and irresponsible for purchases that they perceive as indulges. The result may be a vicious cycle that is a negative feeling fuel another. And you will see that in number 5. Pattern number 5 is the pain of paying. This is the most important one to focus on. And that's where you are going to feel that you're guilty. And if you feel guilty, what happened when you feel guilty? This is also a stress. Let's go for the pain of paying. Paying with cash is more painful than paying with credit cards, according to Quizler back in 2017. The main psychological force of credit card is that they separate the pleasure of buying from the pain of paying. Credit cards seduce us into thinking about the positive aspects of a purchase. In a developed country where is a system of credit is a consumer culture. Most of the time what happens, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have cash on us, but we always tend on using our credit cards. And when you use your credit cards, what happened afterwards? Tell me what happened when you use your credit cards. Your bill become more, you increase your bills on and on and on and on. You increase your bill payment every month. At a certain of time, you have no more money or no remaining balance into your credit cards. So, what's the result of shopping? You get into deep stress. Now, let's say if we talk about all the issues or concerns and the effect of stress, because shopping is a stress, or because you're being stressed, you think that shopping may be the solution or the result or will solve or resolve your stress. No, it will not. How to restrain the urge of spend? Because most of us, we don't buy cash, we buy with credit cards. The most effective first step in treatment is to identify why and how your shopping initially became a problem. A useful strategy is to keep track of your triggers. Hmm? Will you do that? Negative emotions such as family conflict, anxiety, or loneliness. You can handle that in a different way. And one needs to be reminded that additional material goods and services initially provide extra pleasure. Hmm. But it usually temporary. The extra pleasure wears off. It is also helpful to emphasize the importance of managing credit cards or getting rid of credit cards. It is a known fact that the use of cash tends to reduce excessive spending. Like I just said, because we never buy with cash, we use credit card. So you can restrain your urge or the urge of spending money or shopping by only, only use cash. And if you do not have cash on you, you just do not shop. Do not shop because shopping does not solve your stress. Shopping cannot help you managing your loneliness, your stress, your depression. And shopping is a type of mental illness. So we did ask before, how can I stop being compulsive? When I make my search, not just for you, I made my search as well for myself. I am learning from it as well while I am talking to you about it. Hope you take your time to listen because we can see how everything, all price of all items are getting increased. It's time to be smart and teach ourselves how to save money. And not only how to save money, because a lot of couples marriage, they are having problems and some of them are getting separated or even divorced just because of that mental sickness. So think about it. If I can do it, you can do it. Stop it and manage your finance. So now I am going to tell you how you can stop being compulsive. To answer to that question, you need to exercise regularly. When you exercise regularly, that helps you manage your stress. You may not even feel you're lonely if you exercise because you manage your stress as well. Even if you have a negative or emotion thoughts coming through your mind, you can think better. You really can think better when you exercise, you manage your stress. The brain can think better. That doesn't mean that the negative thoughts would not come. They will still come, but because you can manage the stress, you may have an open door or the opportunity to think better. Shopping, it's not a solution to your stress problem. Gambling, it's not a solution to your stress problem. Exercise regularly. That is a natural and effective anti anxiety treatment that helps you to control what we call OCD or neomania symptoms by refocusing. When obsessive thoughts and compulsive arise, OCD, which means obsessive compulsive disorder, people may have called you OCD before, but you have no idea of its meaning. It is obsessive compulsive disorder. And I will tell you today that is a mental illness, according to the Science of Choice, viewing by Abigail Fagan. Did you know that you have that type of illness? I did, but I no longer have it. Hmm? Hmm? Did you know? When I read it myself, I take my time to think about my own time, my own time. CBD, which is compulsive buying disorder, it's characterized again by excessive shopping, cognition, and buying behavior that leads to distress or impairment. Do you want to fall into distress and impairment? No, I don't think you want that. You don't. So don't try to get your situation worse. Yes, it can be worse if you do not manage your stress. Call someone, talk to someone. You may not like reading a book. You may not like listening to music or instrumental or watching a movie. But when you think that will not increase your income, that would decrease your income, look for something else. Look for something else to do. But the first thing to think of is exercise, meditate. Yes, meditate will help you as well. But exercise will help you even better Because when you exercise, you bring energy to the brain, you bring oxygen to the brain. That's how you can refocus better. Can shopping manage your stress? Today, I can say no. Shopping leads you to more stress by dealing with financial problem as a result. Now, the question is, will you stop shopping without having any needs for shopping? Lala Bell said, you are not alone. But Lala Bell stops, you can do it as well. And if you cannot, I will refer you to that class that Mr. Emmanuel DeLong's teaches. You will learn and you will make a difference. Trust me. You can go on YouTube, seek for his name, listen to him only, and you will see what I'm telling you today. But first, do you think if you're a Christian, God wants you to waste the money that you are having? I don't think the Bible wants you to spend your money with no control. No, the Bible doesn't say so. Regardless of your age, if you are young, yes, you can still stop managing your money at the earlier age. You can do it. Please listen to me today. Do not shop without having any needs to shop. Regardless, it is Christmas season, Black Friday, or if you have sale or even 75% off. If you don't need, do not shop. That's the word. No needs, no shop. Thank you for watching me. It was a pleasure for me to be with you today. And please subscribe, like, share the video. I will come soon with the Queer version for you guys. And please add a little comment how you appreciate the video and how you will learn not to shop with no needs to shop. Thank you again. You have a wonderful, wonderful night and see you in the next video.